Let's stay in KwaZulu-Natal because the South African Weather Service has issued an alert level 2 weather warning for disruptive rain and snowfall as well in the Midlands is expected. A number of other alerts are currently active across the province and the rest of the country. It includes a level 4 warning for damaging winds and strong waves along coastal areas. Let's bring in Senzelwe Mzila, spokesperson for the KwaZulu-Natal Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs Department. Good to have you on the program, sir. How are things looking out there tonight?
Good evening to you and good evening to your viewers. We can indicate that across the province, inclement weather conditions continue to affect large parts. We can indicate to you as well, as you've indicated, we are expecting snow in areas that are surrounding the Drakensberg. Now, in terms of the warning that we've received, areas that are within the Utukela district, the Herikwala district, and also parts of the Ugu district. These areas are the ones that where we are expecting a bit of snowfall to fall. Now, the MEC for Cogta, Reverend Senzelwe Mzila, has placed all our disaster management teams on high alert, and these teams are ensuring that all plans and contingencies are in place to deal with any situation that might develop as a result of the warning we have for snowfall. Now, that is just one of the many warnings that we have that are active.
Right. And other areas where you're considering evacuating people?
Well, we've got a level 4 weather warning for disruptive rain in a number of areas within the interior of the province. As well, we've got damaging winds. From the warning that we received, the Weather Service is saying to us that we could expect winds of up to 80 kilometers per hour. Now, what this means is that potentially infrastructure that is crucial, that brings electricity, could be disrupted, but teams are on the ground in terms of ensuring that should something occur, they will be able to respond swiftly. In terms of evacuations, we can indicate that all of our contingencies are in place. Public facilities are going to be made available. The MEC has engaged a number of mayors across the areas that are going to be affected to ensure that these facilities are made available. We've also engaged our social partners. These are organizations that are working tirelessly on the ground to ensure that the province's disaster response is always sufficient.
And we all get more nervous about KwaZulu-Natal than other areas because we've seen, especially in the last 5 years, the most extreme levels of thunderstorms and flooding. And what has become crucial as one of the lessons is quick response times when there are emergencies. Do you have enough vehicles, enough personnel to make sure that where people do find themselves in trouble, you are able to respond in a life-saving time frame?
Well, when the MEC for Cogta, Reverend Senzelwe Mzila, assumed office, one of the key priorities that he placed was that of signing MOUs with a number of stakeholders. This stemmed from the knowledge that government resources are finite, and also there are a number of stakeholders that want to work with us. Now, we can indicate that because of that MOU, we've got a number of stakeholders that are bringing in capacity. We have capacity to respond to blizzards. As you remember, we had a blizzard last year, September. We also now have capacity to respond to wildfires in terms of aerial support. So there's a lot of manpower that is being brought on board through this MOU that was signed by the MEC together with a number of stakeholders that are working for communities.
So to be clear, at this point, no people have already been displaced or have needed evacuation. And secondly, how safe is it to drive to KZN within the next 12, 24, 36 hours, given the warning for those severe thunderstorms tomorrow? Are there areas, for example, in the Drakensberg or Umgungundlovu where we shouldn't be driving?
Well, we had a JOC meeting just this evening where we had a number of stakeholders, including line function departments, also including all the municipalities, all the district disaster management centers, where we got reports daily of the work that is taking place on the ground. We can indicate that there's been no incident so far. But in terms of the work that is being done, we are working closely with SANRAL, we're working closely with the Department of Transport, we're working closely with other line function departments to ensure that residents are safe. If you are traveling down to KZN utilizing routes that is the N3 or any of the other major routes in the areas that have been forecasted to be affected by snow, the important thing is to stay alert, is to stay informed in terms of the weather warnings, and also to carry extra blankets, because you remember last year we had a case where people were entrapped. But also we can indicate that we're working closely with municipalities that are along the N3 to ensure that yellow plant equipment is on standby to move in should there be a need that arises for us to extract those that might be entrapped. But so far, we do believe that we should be able to see this situation through.
Senzelwe Mzila, spokesperson for the KwaZulu-Natal Department of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs. Good to have your time. Thank you.